So why did I want to start a franchise? I really like the sort of idea, opportunity to take hold of something that is my own, be able to sort of steer it and grow it over time. I think it is important for sort of me and my family because it is something that we can, you know, grow over time, and then you never know, in future you can hand it on, which I think is, you know, it's quite an important thing. I think from a sort of running it and managing it side of, you know, point of view, it's something that it's great to have the ability to manoeuvre it, especially in the way it's set up with the vans, the mobile element of it. So you're not just in a fixed position, you can, you know, do work in an area, make sure that you are always at best at capacity in that area, but then you can actually look ahead and go, well, we know next week it's going to be a bit quiet, you know, let's take it and go and do something else somewhere else, and make sure that we're always doing the right amount of work. But with the van as it is, the setup as it is, with the lathe and everything in the van, the quality that you're going to produce is going to be of a superior standard. It's going to be something that you can offer back to your customers and say, yeah, you know, if you don't need us, it's not a problem. If you do need us, great, we'll be there. The standard you're going to get is going to be like for like of something that you'd get out of a workshop. So it's a win-win. And I guess that's why I like it the best. It's a win-win. I think with the DA-Tech's relationship, it's imperative. It's one of those sort of, again, it's a win-win situation where I've always got that technical level of support that I can pick the phone up, have a conversation about, you know, wheels are always changing, technologies are always changing, the paint's always changing. So to have a sort of core base of information where you can literally pick the phone up, say, right guys, I need a bit of steer on this, is great. But then you've also got the base up in Adlington where we've got a training facility. You know, you've got guys that are doing the same level, same standard of work that we'll be doing in the van, out of the workshop, that you can then go, right, okay, I'll run the van for a day, get one of the technicians to go up and do a day, a week, whatever's training, and you can share that level of knowledge. So then by the time they've come back down and they're, you know, back doing their day-to-day, they are as skilled as what you'd expect from the training centre. So having that relationship to draw from is amazing. And then there is going to be hopefully some stuff where we can, you know, you can give it back, because as that's the whole point, I suppose, of the franchisee model, is there's going to be bits that we do that is going to be tailor-made to whatever site we're on whatever day, that we can go, well, actually that worked really, really well. And you can fit, you know, you feed the information up and down, don't you? So hopefully some of the stuff that we can feed back up benefits future franchisees, which I think that's quite good and quite interesting. So it's exciting. It's going to be something that is going to take quite a bit of work, but there's clearly interest in it.
The premise for the idea of DA-Techs came from the fact that as a BMW sales manager, we were obviously expected to sell a certain amount of cars with a certain amount of profitability. And I had hit said target. We had agreed to sell a car to London from the Northwest, and it was due to go out at the end of a month. It was to cover a wedding, and it had quite a lot of money in it because it was an M4 and they were really new at the time. And we sent the wheels off to be finished for this wedding, and the wheels took 5 days off site, and the customer cancelled, and it cost me 1,500 quid in bonus. And as a younger man, I was particularly irked by it, and that was it. Like, why can't somebody come and do these on site? And somebody couldn't come and do them on site because the service didn't exist. So when I saw a lathe, it was a Saturday morning in February, and I saw this new product on LinkedIn, and somebody had created a small footprint lathe. So I pursued the company and was, would this go in a van? And they were like, well, technically, but this is the first one we've ever made. So we had machine number 4, prototype and 2 in a workshop. We had the 4th one, and we put it in a van and essentially created a fix to the problem that I had experienced as a sales manager. So that's essentially how DA-Tex came to be, really.
We're looking for franchisees across the whole of the UK. Franchising is the right way for us to grow our business. The scale of the opportunity across the UK is significant. In every big town and around the UK there is opportunity. We can't get to that all on our own, and getting the right people who are passionate about their business in as a franchisee for DA-Tex is the best way that we can gain truly national coverage.
The biggest factor in this is the growth of this area of the market. It is massively undertapped. So anything that we seem to put on just gets absorbed to the point where we can't keep up. So it's not often you have that. There are other areas of our business where I cannot sit and make that claim. I really can't. But in this particular area, you can see it is a underdeveloped, rapid growth area of the UK market, and we have got the best lathe, hands down, nationally. So what we've got all the right equipment, we've done all the hard work, all the hard yards, everything's brought into one central pot for someone to go, right, that's the business tools, there's the van, there's the market, go. We didn't have that at the start. And if somebody was interested in growing a highly scalable business, that would be why you would not want to miss this opportunity.